something you would like to say to Twitch? Like, what has he meant to you?
Ellen DeGeneres is not exactly who she appears to be. At least that's what people online keep saying. Stephen Twitch Boss, who worked as an executive producer on her show, passed away less than 6 months after Ellen moved to the UK, and now, years later, his wife is finally opening up about what was going on behind the scenes.
The morning of Tuesday, December 12, Twitch packed a small bag with only a change of clothes and his handgun, slipped out of his house without telling Allison, turned his phone to airplane mode so he couldn't be tracked, and took an Uber to the Oak Tree Inn, a dreary two-story motel in a hacienda-style building on heavily trafficked Ventura Boulevard, just a mile from his house, and paid $107 to reserve a room for a single night. Twitch made his way down to room 249 and let himself in. Allison reported to police that Twitch was missing shortly after he had left the house, noting with particular worry that she couldn't reach him by phone, and he had not taken his car with him when he left, two things that she said were very much out of character for him.
Because there were no details about Twitch's death, people just rushed to fill that void. This was at the time when Ellen had built this edifice as the nicest person on television. She would have YouTube stars, and all of a sudden that edifice was
There are claims floating around about Ellen's behavior, her alleged connections, and even what Twitch may have hinted at before everything happened.
Losing their minds.
She sounded so sincere, didn't she?
Very
she could
sincere.
Virtually choke on her words. But the best one for me is Ellen DeGeneres, who is, by the way, a very nasty person. I've had dealings with her in Australia.
Bit of
could I
gossip,
tell you
bit
some
of tea.
stories about that cow? But anyway, good riddance to her. But she was quite friendly with that P. Diddy bloke, wasn't she?
Well, this is why I say release the Diddy files.
Yeah.
Release
So,
the Diddy files. Come on, Donald Trump. We want to know whose name.
So maybe she's hightailing out of there before all that is thrown at her as well. But what a bunch of hypocrites.
Ellen DeGeneres and her wife, Portia de Rossi, have reportedly fled the US, bound for the UK, after Donald Trump's landslide victory. Numerous publications are reporting the couple have left the United States permanently. There are also reports the couple have put their Montecito mansion on the market. Entertainment publication The Wrap has the exclusive story and said, Ellen DeGeneres and wife Portia de Rossi have moved to rural England, put their Montecito estate on the market, and plan to never return to the United States, telling friends the election of Donald Trump was their primary motivation. Ellen DeGeneres has been a vocal Trump critic, so the move doesn't come as a surprise to most.
Really bad. If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either President Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be?
Does one of us have to come out alive?
Ellen DeGeneres has been seen rocking a new hair color since moving to the UK. The comedian changed her signature blonde look to brunette as she was seen enjoying a night out with friends at a pub called The Farmer's Dog. Ellen went out with her wife, Portia de Rossi, and a few friends, including the Torn singer Natalie Imbruglia. Sources told TMZ earlier this week that Ellen and Portia moved to England because of Donald Trump's re-election. They have reportedly settled into their new home in the southwest region of England, but they purchased the property before the election.
Twitch was part of the Ellen DeGeneres show for over 8 years, always smiling, always positive on camera. But in May 2022, everything started falling apart after Ellen faced heavy criticism for a toxic workplace and how staff were treated. The show ended, and just months later, her former partner Anne Heche tragically died in a car accident that same year, adding even more shock to the situation. Then came even more questions around Twitch's passing, with people online claiming he was under serious pressure during the controversy. Some believe his image was used to protect Ellen from backlash, though nothing has been officially proven.
Talk about this facial that you're obsessed with. How many, did you get the whole cast of Ocean's 8 to do
Not
this?
everybody.
Okay, good, smart ones.
Just those that I thought would appreciate it.
Okay, explain what it is.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these, some of you, I think many of you know it, and it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes the
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sarah?
Carrie? What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
Still, many are asking, why did two key people connected to her story pass away during such a tense time? Now, things get even darker with rumors spreading online, suggesting Ellen may have been hiding deeper secrets beyond workplace drama. These claims remain unverified, but they continue to circulate heavily. Around September 2024, the Federal Bureau of Investigation announced an investigation involving Sean Diddy Combs and alleged misconduct in the industry, which only fueled more speculation across social media. The very next month, Ellen DeGeneres suddenly announced she was moving permanently to the UK, and that move raised a lot of eyebrows online. People started questioning the timing, especially with everything else happening around her at that moment. In one resurfaced clip, Ellen put Justin Bieber in an awkward situation during a prank that many viewers later called uncomfortable. At the time, it was brushed off as humor, but looking back, some fans now see it very differently and feel it crossed a line, and it doesn't stop there. Some online users have pointed out what they believe is strange symbolism hidden in Ellen's content. Back in March 2020, right when COVID lockdowns began, Ellen posted a video wearing a hoodie with a red face design that people later compared to imagery worn by Jay-Z.
Symbolism will be their downfall. Or is it just art? And let me be the first to tell you, it's all connected. I mean, if you know, you know. But first, let's go back to that video of Ellen DeGeneres. When the camera turns, you can see the inside of her house. Now, see that picture right there? Well, if you pause it and look it up, it says evil thoughts with revenge right next to it. Here's another picture of Ellen in her house, and this is the picture behind her. Now, the thing I'm curious about is the letters on top of the picture. These look oddly similar to the letters Marina Abramovich writes out when she does spirit cooking. Remember the beginning of the video? It's all connected. And that person that was in all red is Lady Gaga, and she went to Marina Abramovich many times for teaching. But let's continue. This is another picture of Ellen in her home. She's cutting her mother's hair, but what is that picture above her?
Oh, well, you know where that is too, right? The similar image to that, right?
No.
I know Jamie does.
What is it?
It's on the set of a famous talk show that's now not on anymore.
Oh, Ellen? Was that Ellen?
Yeah.
Really?
But just look at the temple and then look at the...
Let me see Ellen's background. What?
That detail alone had people talking non-stop. Even more claims started circulating, with some fans suggesting the set design of the Ellen DeGeneres show looked similar to structures linked to Jeffrey Epstein's island. Others online went further, connecting Ellen to controversial discussions about stem cell treatments, though none of these claims have been verified. Figures like Alex Jones have also talked about alleged emails tied to Epstein's properties, sparking even more debate across the internet. These stories include serious accusations and remain unproven, but they continue to spread rapidly online, adding fuel to the growing speculation.
Technology that Peter and I are investing in is called SCNT, which takes the egg of a young, perfect woman specimen, takes the egg and takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus. They just go in and take it out.
It's painful, right?
Huh?
Is it painful? They use this
yeah, a little bit. And this is part of this genetic greatness that we don't see in any other race on the planet. These curvy, sexy black women from Africa. You girls have a kind of a monopoly on this genetic perfection, and we want some of that. So, girls, for $100, we will pay you for your egg.
No, you gotta be out of here, monkey.
You want-
You can get paid a lot more than that.
So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for, you know. I'm prepared to outbid him anyway. Whatever I bid, he's gonna outbid me.
I bought about $60,000 worth of eggs.
Yeah.
If you have a patient, that's very valuable. You know, umbilical cord, you know, placenta, you know, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells. Mm-hmm. We regard it as waste, and it actually should be. It should be captured and recycled.
Mm-hmm. Recently released emails from the Epstein files show Jeffrey Epstein was interested in genetic medicine. He paid a researcher at Massachusetts General Hospital for tests that could be used to help create stem cells. Investigators found a $2,000 invoice from 2014 for sequencing part of Epstein's genome. The doctor that he paid also provided an estimate for personalized longevity studies that would use gene editing. He told investigators Epstein was enrolled in the Personal Genome Project at Harvard University.
In the months leading up to everything unraveling, more and more allegations about Ellen were surfacing online. Some sources claim that Stephen Twitch Boss was put in a difficult position during the controversy, and recently, his wife Allison Holker shared that he had left behind a personal note, adding another layer to the story. In that note, Stephen Twitch Boss reportedly opened up about the intense pressure he felt behind the scenes. According to claims online, Ellen DeGeneres wanted him to defend her publicly and push back against the growing allegations. Knowing fans trusted him and his image, Twitch allegedly shared with Allison Holker that he had seen things at private events that made him uncomfortable, involving powerful figures and situations he never expected to be around. He reportedly told her he felt trapped, pressured to stay quiet, and that Ellen was not the same person people saw on screen. Allison later revealed that Twitch had been dealing with serious stress for a long time, and that the happy personality everyone loved was not the full reality. Behind the scenes, things felt very different, and he had started to question everything about the environment he was in.
Very two different humans. He wore this character of Twitch. It did become a part of who he was, but that extroverted personality was not natural for him. When he would go out as Twitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy. He would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression because he would get really low. He showered people with love. Sometimes I wonder when he would receive so much love, he almost didn't think he deserved that love, so he'd give it right back. That's how much he loved people. I think he would just keep draining himself so much. It was just so on this roller coaster ride. You have to hold on to half your cup to that love that you deserved for yourself. Like what you guys saw on TV, it was a huge part of him. But the other side, it would take a lot to be.
There were also claims that while others connected to the show spoke out, Twitch stayed silent, with some sources suggesting he was pushed to continue supporting Ellen publicly. Some believe he wanted to distance himself from everything he experienced, while others think he was never given the chance to fully speak his truth. Ellen's quiet move out of the country, without much explanation, only added more speculation online. After everything happened, she shared a public message showing emotion, but critics quickly pointed out her later actions, including jokes in her stand-up special about being cancelled, which many people felt came off as dismissive of the situation. Ellen DeGeneres didn't really show regret the way many expected. Instead, she downplayed the accusations, framing them as just being mean, which didn't sit right with a lot of viewers.
Hey, everybody. Everyone is in pain and trying to make sense of it, and we'll never make sense of it. And the holidays are hard, I think, anyway. But to honor Twitch, I think the best thing that we can do is to laugh and hug each other and play games and dance and sing.
The comedian hired Twitch for her talk show back in 2014.
Over a decade ago, I met someone who changed my life and our show. And I'm talking about you, Twitch. Come here.
He was the in-house DJ until the series wrapped earlier this year.
And I know it seems hard, it seems impossible, but that's how we honor him and hug each other and tell each other we love each other and let people know we're there for them.
Even more surprising, Stephen Twitch Boss was never mentioned, despite claims that he had privately expressed how deeply the situation affected him. Now, people are looking back at her emotional apology and questioning if it was as genuine as it seemed. At the same time, fans have started re-examining what happened to Anne Heche, especially with claims that she had been working on a sensitive documentary before everything unfolded. Official reports stated she remained unconscious, but some viewers online have pointed to footage they believe raises more questions, keeping the speculation alive. Zooming out, many people feel this is part of a bigger pattern in Hollywood. Time and time again, major celebrities seem to avoid real consequences, even when serious accusations surface. Sean Diddy Combs has faced major controversy, and recently, Usher spoke in his defense, saying he felt Diddy was being misrepresented. That sparked instant backlash online. One fan wrote, "Usher's experience is different from someone else's experience. Diddy wasn't misrepresented. We saw video footage of Diddy abuse. Cassie, just because an abuser didn't abuse you doesn't mean that person isn't an abuser." Others said they understood Usher's point, but still believe the situation shouldn't be dismissed. If you made it this far, you already know. Stories like this don't just disappear. And the more people speak out, the more questions keep coming. So what do you think? Is this all coincidence, or is there something deeper happening behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one.